this is a break for me. I've been painting all day and I just came back from the gym. So it's like
Yeah.
to sit still.
Mhm. And there's Kim.
Oops. Hey, hi.
Hi, Kim.
Hi. I like the bit about the bear bells in your email.
Yes, actually, I was going to suggest that you display them at some
I was
point.
going to, but then I thought maybe that's a bit too much.
No, it's not too much.
Not too much. Okay. I will.
I mean,
okay.
we don't want bears coming into my 14th floor apartment or Tracy's suburban yard.
No
This is what they look like. They're just bells, and animals, wild animals, don't like sounds that are not, not nature. So they run away, or at least they know you're there. They don't want to confront you.
Huh.
I mean,
Well, I'm going to ask you to ring them later. And when we get a full crowd, if we get a full crowd, because people were curious about that.
really?
You hold them up close to the camera. I'm curious as to how they're like.
Do you hear them?
I hear them well. So they're spheres with like two intersecting crosses.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Little spheres, and they make a noise. And then the bears and the animals know that you're there. You know what I mean? It's not like you just suddenly appear on them, and they get away. They don't want to confront you. It's usually accidental. I mean, they don't want to kill you or anything or eat you. They just don't want to see you.
I mean, startling. I startle Janice a lot. It's not good to startle people.
Well, there you go. You should be wearing bear bells because you always come at her from the back.
Yeah.
She's looking at her computer, and then we see you appear from the door, and she can't see you. And that would be very startling.
Yes.
It's just the way your door is made. You know what I mean? I mean, my door is to the side. So if all to the front. So when my husband walks in, I can see him.
Mm-hmm. And we also do it in the kitchen. I startle her in the kitchen. I think maybe she's just easily startled.
Well, maybe you're very quiet. And you just
I am. I'm usually in my stocking feet and
oh, there you go. You just suddenly appear, and that's startling.
Right.
Yes, Doris.
Hey, Doris.
Hi, Doris.
She's not connected to audio yet.
Okay. Well, it takes a bit. How are you doing, Tracy?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I am very well, thank you. Better than I thought I would ever be at this point, but I'm very well. Thank you. And do you have anything this evening to show us?
I do indeed.
Good.
I see something at the back of you, Tracy. There's a woman at the back of you. There's a painting of a woman.
Kind of in a thinker pose.
No, actually, that's a man.
Oh.
Wait, it's a man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I don't have the best eyesight. It's a figure.
Well, he's way back there.
Yeah.
He's sitting down, right?
And yes, he was posing in front of my piano.
Ah.
Oh.
And he has bare legs.
He has bare everything.
Well, there you go. That's why I thought it was a woman.
But with his knees up, you can't see what his naughty bits are.
So you got a male model to pose nude for you in front of a piano?
In front of my piano with my husband upstairs, yes.
Oh my Lord, how would we do something like that? How would we get a man to take off his clothes? I mean, women are always models, but you don't see that many men.
This guy's an exhibitionist.
I think men are not asked that often.
Oh, you think that's the reason then, Bob?
Yeah, Ramo, back when they had the portrait class, Ramo asked me to model with my face and beard, and I jumped at the chance. You know,
Well, it's very distinctive, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
but we're talking about in the nude.
yeah. Actually, other than some with Janice, no, I've never posed in the nude. The figure drawing class gets men.
Oh, really?
The workshop, yeah,
Really? In the nude?
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I used to go to the classes for years. I mean, the workshops.
Hmm.
Hey, Doris,
Hi.
I
Doris, how's the brain going? You know, I mean, you come up with the most amazing things. In a million years, they wouldn't enter my head, as you see from what I do.
I have different stuff this time.
Neela's here.
I
We're
need
good.
Yeah, Mila.
It's going to be a small class because Ron, Jane, Mike and Sarah and Janice are not coming, or Janice is joining late.
Ah. Well, Bob, when I used to have my summer seminars at the university, I always used to tell the students, you know, that we always used to have a few people, and I would say the few, the proud, the brave. So that's
Yeah.
us. And in fact, you're the only male, so that is also very unusual.
You know, but we have been getting, the video has been getting a lot of views. I mean, there's more people viewing the video than attending the class.
Really?
Yeah, like last week there were like on Ted's here. Last week there were like 9 people, and there were 12 people that viewed the video.
Wow. Well, I think that's good.
I agree.
Yeah.
But it means, of course, that we have to be aware in terms of choosing what we talk about and say, that we are also talking to strangers over video,
Oh, right.
you know, but I don't think we I don't
We didn't
think
cross
we're
any
indeed.
boundaries other than just say that we don't often have nude males.
Right. Yeah, we seldom, yes. And Andy's here.
Andy's here with showing us the scissors.
Yes.
Hello, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, we could do an all metal show with just Andy's scissors
I know, it's
and
That's
scary.
the metal.
Kim's bear bells.
Oh, right, the bear bells and the scissors, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be a musical thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Jingle, jingle.
All right. Thank you guys for showing up. It's a beautiful day. I hope everybody had some chance to spend time outside.
Excuse me, was not beautiful here. We had storms all day and it was
Oh.
cold.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing a sweater.
yeah, you're just like
Oh,
50 miles away.
No, I'm 165 miles away, Bob.
Oh,
No, I'm not 50 miles. No.
okay.
No, we had a cold day and a rainy day. A stormy day, shall we say.
It's a shame.
Yeah, it was a shame, but tomorrow is going to be nice.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I had a lovely day.
Wow. You mean the weather was nice there?
The weather was nice, and I treated myself to a leisurely lunch, reading my newspaper in this new bar, and I was happy. And there were people around, and the waitress called me honey, and you know.
Oh my God. Can you tell us where it was so we might be called honey sometime?
It was Kavanaugh's Rittenhouse
Oh.
bar. Actually, she didn't
Oh.
call me honey,
Hi,
but she was
Susan.
real friendly.
Wow.
Hey, Susan.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Susan. Yes.
Hello, Susan.
Hello,
I think
everybody.
you-
Tracy,
I think you're
Doris,
pretty
Neil, Ted, and
Hi.
Andy. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry
Okay.
I'm late.
That's
No, you're
fine.
not. You're not late.
And Janice is going to arrive late. Who has stuff to show? Tracy?
Yep.
Does Susan, Kim, Andy? Okay. All right. Let's work with Tracy, who she described that she was almost done with something last week.
Almost done with one stage of it.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. And can you see it?
Yes,
Oh, yes.
yes. Very nice.
Okay, this is an underpainting, and I will tell you the story of it. I go to a gym where they show art. Actually, I didn't go to it. I didn't know anything about it until I showed my work at a restaurant, and a guy saw it, and the woman who manages the artwork called me and said, well, Al at Fit Gym wants to show your work at his gym. I thought, okay, that's a little weird. It's like a Planet Fitness, fine. But I said, okay. And it turned out it's a very lovely fitness studio. And a lot of people with money. And, well, the upper middle class and above people go there. And I thought, oh, this is really nice. Well, two people bought larger paintings of mine, and one of them decided that he wanted me to do a piece of his fiance, a nude, and he was going to present it to her as a wedding gift, and it's supposed to be the partner of another painting. And let me get out of here so I can show you the other painting.
Do you want me to shut you down? Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so do you see this?
Yes. Is that yours?
Let me spotlight for everyone there.
Okay, this was done 30 years ago by a man named Otto Rothenberg, and he's not a super famous artist, but he's pretty well known in this area. And I can tell immediately who his influences are. So I said, well, sure, I'll do this. This will be fun. And so the man gave me a lot of photographs. And I said, well, I have to meet her. I have to at least see her before I paint this thing. Well, that didn't quite work out. Never has. So he gave me this painting he had made from a photograph to painting, one of the services that does that. And it was a picture of her naked standing in the doorway. And of course, it was absolutely awful. I don't know if the photograph was, but some computer just did this thing, and it's just horrible. So when he bought my painting, she chose it. She actually said, oh, please, let's buy this and put this in our beach house. And he got the idea that, hey, she likes this artist, and this artist seems to be a lot like the Otto Rothenberg painting. So I'll see if she'll do it. And it's such a fun challenge. It's like well, here's the nude figure in this horrible painting. Here are some photographs of her facial shots. And why don't you just change the background and put in new pose and make it be a partner to this old painting so we can hang them in our master bedroom. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I have to do something that's so great. When they wake up every morning, they're going to see it. And it can't be, like, oh, what a horrible painting. Why did we pay her to do this? So 2 months we spent, this guy and I spent, his name is Barry. None of you know him, so we'll just say it. Barry and I spent 2 months sending emails back and forth and me begging for more photographs, begging to meet her. Oh, well, she pinched a nerve in her neck, so she's not coming into the gym. And finally, I came up with that design. It's my French doors into my backyard, my back porch. It's a little scenery. The dresser and the table from the old picture way in the background, and it's symbolic. It's like she's coming out of the room to welcome him in. And then he said, well, I want to make it so you and I and she know it's her, but I don't want her children to know it's her. I don't want them to know it's her, but we three. And I'm just like, okay. So it has to look like her, but not enough. And anyway, he loves the design, and he gave me $1,000 deposit. And he just wrote to me tonight and said, should I transfer more money to you as a progress payment? And I'm just thinking, I'm having fun doing this portrait. Money is great, but I just, no, keep your disposable income to yourself for now. But anyway, that's what I'm doing, and it's just such an interesting adventure to me.
Can you show it again on the share screen?
Yeah, sure. Let me find the share screen.
If that's okay, because we now have some background on it.
So here she is, and I'm trying to have the fan in front of her face to make it kind of discreet. And tell me there's a 16-year-old boobies, but hey, that's the painting he gave me, so. Right? My sister said, are those real? So anyway.
The color choices are interesting.
Yeah, very.
I'm trying to make the palette very similar to the old painting. To
Nice.
showed you on the paper.
Nice Bernard colors.
So they blend. And I'm not a copyist. It won't be a copy. This is just the underpainting. So I can fasten my eyes to it. And scale this large. It's a 36 by 48 painting.
Wow.
But
Ken, what was your comment?
I say the colors remind me of Bonnard.
Bonnard.
Yeah,
Well,
French.
Yeah, exactly. That looking through the window.
quite right. The painting itself, it seems to be, to me, Modigliani and Matisse, and the colors. Yeah, the colors are very Bonnard, and they're also Matisse, and they're just of that certain era. So if I can get them to blend together, and he wants to pay me a whole lot and tell his network of important friends, he's a big corporate lawyer, in this town. And it's kind of a miracle he asked me to do this, because I'm just a nothing, you know. I
Oh, Tracy.
Jim.
But you got exposure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a great thing. And there's no gallery rep getting commission on this.
Yay.
Very good, Tracy.
Yeah, that's good for you. And you probably get more commissions, I mean.
Yes, and naked men, because hey, this is a gym for being men. So
Right.
So this is not the finished, this is not the final version.
this is just the underpainting.
Okay, well, I hope we get to see the,
I certainly will. I'll keep you up on the progress for sure.
all right. Let's see. Kim, do you have anything to show us?
Yes, I do.
Oh, there's the bear bells.
Red bells, yes. Well, you asked for it. Okay. Don't be scared. Okay, I'm clicking on the share screen. I'm not getting any. Ah, here we go. I'm seeing, okay.
We got
I'm
your sh-
okay, so Ted, some time ago, you showed a black and white photograph of a
yeah.
gnarly tree. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I looked at it, it was beautiful, and I thought, you know, I have a gnarly tree too, but obviously I couldn't copy you. So I did this one, and it's sort of influenced somewhat by Fairfield Porter, not because he would do this kind of thing, but looking at a house, you know, a house. I haven't done this. I've done landscapes, so I haven't done stuff like this. And what I'd like to ask you guys is, which is the better version? Is it this one or this one?
The first one.
I vote first.
Well, that was the first thing I did. But then I thought maybe this gnarly tree is too big. You know, maybe it dominates too much.
No, it's wonderful. You got
Actually,
your,
they both have something to offer. I wouldn't even try to compare them.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't know if I compared them, but your line weight really stands out to me, and your shape variation, and that's more evident in the first one.
Yeah, well, I think I'm leaning more towards the first one myself now. You know, when I see them side by side.
Mhm.
Kim, are these both photographs that have been changed?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
using Bob's what do you call it, style transfer.
Got it.
software. But I haven't taken pictures of houses close up. And this is a house I've seen, you know, for 30 years on when I went for walks. And I never looked at it as a possibility for a background for a shot. And then I thought of Ted's tree and so forth. And that's why I did this. Okay, moving on to the next scene, the next thing. There's a road that I started to take during the pandemic. It's a long way into my little village. It's 20 minutes as opposed to 5 minutes. I got to know the road, and you saw a lot of things that I did on that road. You may not know what they were, but I did a barn and I did a shack. And this apparently was part of a farm. I didn't know that until this Saturday. And last Saturday, and it was a beautiful day. And the shack and the barn were completely dilapidated. I mean, they were scary actually. And opposite, near this field, was a house that's very dilapidated, which I wanted to take a picture of, but I was afraid of the snarling dogs. And then I saw these people, these two men, tilling the soil, and it just, I don't know, it looked like the south of France or something to me in the sunshine, and they were tilling. This man, it turns out, his name is Ron Johnson, Farmer Johnson. He's 96, and this is his son, Ken
Wow.
Johnson. And Ron Johnson bought the farm apparently 70 years ago. I didn't know that this whole thing that I saw that was all dilapidated was a farm. but he bought the farm, and they've owned it for 70 years. And he now has a new house sort of to the side, which I never really noticed because you'd have to turn backwards when you're driving to see it. And I kind of just liked the way they were dressed and the fact they were tilling the ground, because no one around here tills the ground like that. You wouldn't till a huge field like that, but there they were. So that really, really appealed to me.
It has echoes in history of certainly Van Gogh, and yes, no one tills.
No,
Very few people till. They use
No,
the
they don't.
tractor.
And oddly enough, last year, when during the pandemic, this field was full of weeds. They never tilled it last year. So it's the first time I've been down that road. I thought the whole place was dilapidated. And they sort of revived it. And I really liked that. And they were very nice people. And they weren't scary at all. So I asked them if I could take a picture of their house, their old farmhouse, where they don't live there anymore. And there aren't any snarling dogs. So the odd thing is this farmhouse is really, really dilapidated, but it was a sunny day and amazing things happen in the sunshine. So it actually looks like a nice farmhouse, does it?
It does.
It's nice.
But it
Looks
isn't
like
a
a
nice
cottage.
farmhouse. It's not a nice farmhouse. It's really, really, really run down, and it's scary. I really thought that if I went and stopped my car, I would be attacked by dogs.
Well, the colors are so inviting.
Thank you. And you know what? I put, obviously I
Beautiful.
collaged, I had another photo of Farmer Johnson, and I actually popped him in here, and I popped in some rhododendron and some, I don't even know what this is that I did, but what the heck is it? Maybe,
A red maple?
I don't know what, no, it's not a maple, it's a bush. I don't know what it could have been. I know this was rhododendron. I have no, maybe it was azalea. I don't know. It was something I photographed. So that's the odd thing. There's this dilapidated, frightening farmhouse that was falling down actually looks quite jolly in the
It
sunshine,
does.
doesn't it? It just goes to show what some sunshine can do. Anyway, this is my final shot, and it's a pure photo. And it's called, what is it called? Small Town Reflections, or something like that. And what this is actually the post office in town. And I've been here for 30 years, but I've never ever seen it when on a sunny day where the other side of the street was reflected. And so that's what made me take the shot.
Nice.
I love
Very
it.
nice. We should give a shout out to Sarah, who's not here today, but that's the kind of thing.
Yeah, Sarah's
Uh,
always finding things in windows on Market Street.
Yes.
And I have, as I said, I've walked up and down Market Street, and I have not seen any of those mannequins or brides or anything like that. And I certainly didn't see them here, but I did see these houses in town. And it's funny because you can walk in a building like a million times, and it's just like a ramshackle post office. And you can stand in front of it millions of times, but then when the sunshine on 5 o'clock in the afternoon, that's what you see. So that's it. Okay,
Very nice.
The magic time. Yeah.
thank you. And yes, you're right. Sarah should have been here. Yeah, it's a Sarah shot.
Although,
All the angles.
Mhm.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Note that the in your first shot, the wires and the birds are also somewhat evocative of Mike and Sarah's techniques and mix techniques.
Yes, there's a lot of wires here, I see.
Yeah.
Didn't even know there was so many wires on the street, but apparently there are.
Well, thank you. Very,
Thank you,
very
Ron.
nice.
I mean, thank you, Bob, sorry.
I'd be hard pressed to know which one I prefer. I like this one a lot, and I like the first one a lot.
Colors in
thank-
this one are really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to stop the share then, Bob.
All right.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Doris, do you have anything?
Yes. I have things that I did in the plastic. Okay, wait a minute. Gallery. This one.
All right, we see your screen share. Ah,
Very nice.
all that very lyrical and oh, Janice, remember that there's the member of the Plastic Club, Alvin, oh, I forget his name. He does work similar to this,
Really.
Oh,
very new age.
Oh.
This is just
yeah.
amazing though.
Doris, is this a real person or is it someone that you made up?
This was a reference from a book that I bought with models, nude models for the purpose of art, and that's what I used for this particular painting. But the other ones I'm going to show you were actually taken from, done in the Plastic Club, your club.
Ah, is that on black paper?
No, this is KC also.
Ah, okay.
This is on, it's probably campus board.
Want me to take you down so you can show the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. There's 3 here. This was done in the Plastic Club with the moving. Remember the model that would almost move in a slow dance
Stephanie.
Yeah.
on set this morning? I actually drew on the canvas board, and then I took it home and then worked on it.
The
So it was a collaboration of
did the flower come first?
no. What came first is I actually sketched on it the model at your club, at the Plastic Club workshop on Saturday morning. And it was the model that changes her pose every 1 minute to 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. The moving model.
It was like constantly
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in one of my plays.
Hmm?
Great.
so it's just kind of like a fun project to try something out.
How big is this, Doris? Is it a big canvas or is
I think it's 18 by 24 probably.
okay, that's
Big.
quite big. Yeah, that's very big.
Do you have something else you want to show us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take you down.
Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. It went to the wrong thing here. Oh, let me go back. It went to the wrong thing. Oh, wait a minute. Can you put me back? I don't know what happened here.
We're back to the Hollywood Squares thing.
Yeah,
So in order to get back, you'd have to hit share screen again
share screen.
and choose a window.
There it is. Photo.
We're not seeing your share screen yet. The first step is to hit the share screen at the bottom, which sometimes disappears.
Yeah, it's not giving me. photo gallery. There we go. Okay, there's 2 more here.
Okay, we got your share screen.
This is a
Oh.
sketch diary, and this was done in the workshop also.
Ah,
Tracy, you got a lot to look at.
Saturday morning workshop.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I took it home and I added the embellishments, the flowers and the bench and all that.
huh.
So I drew the model at the workshop, but then at home I added all the other sketches to it.
What about the folding of the paper?
Yeah, it's like an accordion sketch diary.
And you
Yeah.
started out with it folded.
Hmm.
Okay. Very nice. I particularly like the one on the far left where the model is resting on her knee.
Hmm.
Okay, do you have another one?
One more.
Okay, I'll take
That's
this.
it. Share photo. That should be it. Gallery. And
sure.
That's very
Ah.
big
interesting.
with the flower
That
theme.
is super interesting.
Yeah.
With the woman, you don't see her. I didn't see her first. I saw the flower.
The work is very surrealistic.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
And there are actually many women now that I look more carefully.
and a baby.
A baby?
Yeah,
Yes, you're right.
and a darkness with the way the woman on the bottom left seems to be tangled in the tree.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the stand at the top center.
Yes.
Is there a story behind this?
It's a lot of the different themes that were in my sketchbooks and in my paintings, just kind
Okay.
of merged together in
Uh,
a collage type painting.
Mm.
I did a pen and ink of a table tree that the dinner table was like way up in the tree and the couple couldn't reach it, and so we have that theme going on there. I think the girl in the corner might have been from one of the clubs. She was a model. The baby, I think, is my son when he was little. So it's just kind of like a montage of a lot of different themes and things that were in my work, I guess.
Very, very interesting composition. So multi-layered. You don't see it all
Yeah.
at first.
And notice the framing device, especially in the lower right corner, that cloudy look,
Mhm.
and it's also in the upper left corner. Very
Yes.
nice, Doris.
Yes.
So like clouds.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's a very important place where you've placed the woman. Because it's a square, right?
Yes,
Doris is, yeah.
and it's
That's-
pretty. It's a large painting. It's on heavy watercolor paper.
Nice. Yeah, it brings you back. The eyes are riveting. They always are, but
Mhm.
especially these.
Yes. Yes.
And the girl in the green prom dress, red hair.
Did you crop that top like that on purpose?
Huh?
The top, looks like it was cropped.
No, that's the way it was painted. I don't think it is. I'd have to go look. I don't think it is. Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious if it was on purpose.
Yeah.
Because it's not clear what's happening on top of that platform.
It's actually the trees are turning into, are like a table.
Uh-huh. Cool.
That's what's,
Very, very inventive, original work.
Yes.
There's something so marvelously kaleidoscopic about.
Yes, a lot of her work is like that, yeah. Where you have repetitions as if you were looking at it through a kaleidoscope.
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Doris.
Thank
Good.
you.
Good to see that. Let's see. I'm sort of following the order the boxes are. Neela, do you have anything?
No, not tonight.
Okay. Ted, whose arm I twisted to come tonight, do you have anything?
No, I've been busy printing, so I don't really have anything to show you.
Okay. Andy, do you have anything?
I do. I'm surprised I'm going so quickly. Do we have fewer people tonight?
Yes, it is fewer people.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, let's see. I went out in
And
the
you-
park. Yeah.
Usually we put you second to last,
Oh, okay.
but I didn't do that. That's why it's happening so quickly.
Well, I got stuff. So
Okay,
it's
cool.
I went and took my gimbal out to the park over the weekend, and a gimbal is this thing, which I've shown before, which is the
Oh.
camera on motors. So it's kind of on this arm, right,
Oh.
and with a little joystick on it,
Oh.
and it just sort of moves around. So what it does is it keeps the camera perfectly stable in a way that I can't, so it's any sort of movements I make, it makes counter to that and keeps the thing perfectly even. And then I can, tell it, I want it to point that way, and it keeps pointing that way, whatever I do. So I got some video of that, and I will share it with you now. Let's see. Boom.
How much would something like that cost?
I try not to think about it.
Must be very
So
expensive.
I don't have the number in my head, but it's a low hundreds kind of number. I don't think it's a thousands kind of.
Okay, well, that's not that bad.
When you
I
talk
like it.
about lenses, you get into thousands. This is more of a hundreds kind of a thing. But the way I keep myself from going nuts is I just immediately put it out of my head after I buy it. It's like,
Right.
so, and they turn out to be worth it later on. Like I don't miss the money. The thing is, well, you can see what it does. This is what it does.
Hmm.
Wow.
I think this is a very nice shot. I really do.
Oh, thank you. Now you can see what it's doing. If I didn't have it, this would be a very bumpy shot.
Oh,
And
you-
the trouble is, you can still see me walking a little bit, how it's kind of bouncing up and down. So I'm trying to walk in a very smooth way because, like, whatever the motors do, if the whole thing is moving, it's not going to be able to prevent that. But if I'm standing still, it looks like it's on a tripod.
Well, that was a nice transition.
Where,
where was this taken?
This is Dixon Meadows. This is near Flowertown. That's my dad over there. He likes to go there to take pictures. So I just followed him along. You might be able to hear some of the frogs in the pond.
Birds.
Oh,
We have a
yeah.
lot of frogs.
Oh, frog.
Queen Anne's lace.
Yeah, and again, my footsteps are getting in there. I gotta get better at walking smoothly.
now this is not smooth. Is that on purpose?
I'm trying to walk smoothly, but the thing's so darn heavy that after a while, it's harder to disguise it.
You could maybe make a harness around your shoulders, like a backpack.
Yeah, I suppose like professional Hollywood productions would put it on wheels.
I was going to say,
That's
have a
very
dolly,
nice.
what they call a dolly.
Yeah. that scarecrow-like thing. That was very nice.
I'm just screwing around.
Is this like a,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. What was it?
refuge for animals?
Oh, refuge. This was actually all farmland, and I think it's owned by the state, and they decided to do something with it. So, I mean, for years, this was just a field, and then they just went and put all this stuff in. I learned on this day why photographers prefer cloudy weather. Blocks that sun out so you can get a nice even contrast. So that's
Very nice.
Very nice.
That is
Yeah, it was
nice.
very nice.
thank you. So that's what I do in my spare time.
Does anybody remember what I call a scarecrow? It's two triangles, gray triangles on a pole.
No.
Gray triangles on a pole. That was in the video somewhere.
Yeah, it was in your video. They were pointing down.
Oh,
I
hold
think
on.
those are bluebird houses.
Oh, yeah, that could be.
Huh.
Oh, let's see. Do you mean
Yeah, it was the birdhouses.
here it is? And fast forward. Do. Say when.
Keep going. Keep going.
That
There.
Oh,
That.
yeah.
that is a birdhouse.
Is it?
It's a duplex. You have bird on one side and bird on the other. You can see the bird going in or coming out. There you go.
Ah,
See it? There he goes.
yeah.
He's in, he comes out. Probably has some kids in there. Flies away. So
Very
they got 'em all
interesting
over the place.
composition.
oh, thank you.
Susan, do you have anything?
I do. I'm going to share screen. And let's.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It reminds me of your work today, Kim. When I saw it, I was like, oh. I
Well,
think
that's a
I like
compliment.
this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I liked your texture, your style sheet, whatever you picked. Does it have a name?
Gosh, I try so many things, Susan, and I'd have to look at my computer to see what I chose. I don't know.
It's okay. I mean, I'm a name.
It could be one of a number of styles. I don't remember because I do it sometimes many times.
Nicely symmetrical.
Yeah.
I can't get away from that, Ted. Thank you. I
I
can't get away
I
from
think
it.
that's very, very nice. I mean, it's a lovely composition. The bush and the tree, or the little tree and the big tree.
Looks kind of delicious.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Like candy.
I could eat that painting.
Yes, Stuart Shills used to say, when you make your palette, it's just wonderful. Like those little candies on the paper. Do you know? Does everybody know the paper
Oh,
where
yeah.
they have the different?
Oh, the little buttons. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yes. Is that what it's called?
something
anyway.
like that. Yeah.
Do you mean
candy
dots?
button, Candy dots.
Dots?
Maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe they're on paper and you have to actually, with your bottom teeth, get them off the
Yeah,
paper. It's
yeah.
very funny.
Pretty sure it's dots.
Yeah, it is.
We had those when I was a kid. Yeah, I remember getting paper in my mouth all the time.
Yep. Yep. Is
this
it my Yes, it is. Is it my imagination or does it sound really bad tonight?
Yeah.
Yes. I think, let's see. Doris, I think that I think, can you mute yourself, Doris? I think that might be, because I think your microphone is rubbing against something.
Oh, do you have that fan on? Doris, where is she?
Okay,
There
let's
you go.
see if it goes away. But yeah,
Or,
I
okay.
have been bothered by the noise. We'll see if that helps.
Okay. All right. I'm going to minimize this. Sorry, we won't be able to hear your comments, Doris. I like your work. Okay, so now I will.
I like this texture.
Oh,
Yeah, I like the
Oh,
texture
Yeah,
too.
I do too.
thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very lush.
Susan, have you added something to the paint that it's thicker or more?
I've got this medium
Okay,
that lightens it up a little, and then of course I'm scratching in, so it looks more textural than most of my work.
Yes.
keep
So-
using it.
Yeah, it's very nice. It
Yeah.
really is.
Thanks. I will. I do. Yeah,
I'm
I'm on my
sorry.
second bottle of it. Oh, I can't hear Ted at all. Ted, maybe it's you.
I'm starting to see people inside that tree. Standing.
Yeah, if you look behind the tree, there is something going on there in the bottom of the.
It's your imagination.
Well, it's we've been primed with Doris to see things all over the place.
Well, there was just, it was a building that was showing through.
Yeah, there you go. We knew there was something.
And so I'm going to minimize this. We go to the next one. So
That's
the clouds were
Nice.
amazing today. If anybody was outside, the clouds were crazy.
You did
And,
this today, Susan.
I did.
You did all this today. You did all
I
that
did
today.
3 of them today. I did 3 of them today. I'm
Ooh.
sadly, I've got stuff I haven't photographed. I know I was supposed to do that, but I can't. Some things I don't want to show everybody,
Mm.
Mhm.
I can't believe you did that today. I mean, all of it today. Susan.
Well, I did 3 of them, not, and 1 is from before. So anyway, this one is a parking lot. I'm in a parking lot. I was at the DMV today to get my real ID. Does everybody know about the real ID?
Yeah.
Yes, but
Yeah,
I
have to
haven't done
remember to
it.
take my passport if I don't have a real ID, but I have a passport.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think you
Okay.
could use that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a passport too, but I want that real ID because I don't want to carry my passport with me all the
Right,
time.
in America, right.
Right. So anyway, I was in a parking lot, and at the very end of this, a lady drove right in front of my car. I thought, oh, I'm safe. I don't have to go too far. But you really have to, when you're doing car paintings, you really have to get yourself into a position where no one can get in front of you. Because they'll do it sometimes out of curiosity, but most times they're just driving, they're just trying to go about their day. Anyway, so that was the end of that. And
Is that a
Yeah.
sign that I see on that building?
yes,
A
do you want me to
commercial
put it
sign?
back?
Yeah,
Yes.
put it back, Susan, because there's something I wanted to tell you. I
Okay.
found a picture of a constable painting, and I have it on my phone. And the reason I love it so much, it's of a cottage. It has those clouds. Those are constable clouds, John.
I know. Sadly,
And,
it's so.
Yeah, they really are.
I couldn't get them out of my head today. You're absolutely right. Right
Yeah.
on the money. Right on the money, Kim.
Thank you. But yeah, those
Oh.
clouds are you've done them very well, and they are constable clouds.
Thank you. Not as wonderful as his, but I couldn't get him out of my head, because it was a beautiful day. What's that?
There's a lot of life in this, Susan. This is Were you really into this particular painting? Because like that tree has got a lot of life in it. I mean, you've really fluffed it up, and everything is very lively. It's great.
It's hard to
I'm-
believe you did it in a day. I mean, you did 3 in a day. It's amazing.
And the building is nice.
Crazy.
I'm a little disappointed with the building because architecturally, this guy right here bothers me like crazy. Does anybody see that?
Well, I mean, we wouldn't
tell the
know if there
truth.
was. We don't know what the building looks like, so how can we
Right.
tell if there's something wrong?
Right. I
Fine.
guess.
For all we know, it looks like that.
Susan, if you could just, you know what, maybe I'll email you the constable painting, because then maybe you can just paint in his cottage where that building is. And then that would be the constable thing.
Okay. Does it also have a man with a red hat in the painting? Because I
No, no,
know
there's
which one I'm talking about.
I'd have to I'm trying to think how I would do it. Maybe I could
It's
just.
okay. It's
I'm
okay.
thinking how
Just
we can
send me the name of it and I'll look it up.
Well, I
And-
think I can do it. I don't think it'll be that difficult.
Oh,
But you'll see what I'm talking about. And then you can just take his cottage and plop it right there, and then that's it.
okay. I'm bringing this down. Oh, where did I get lost? Here we go. So this was another one where people drove right in front of me and I had to move. So this was a false start. And then honestly, this one was from 2 weeks ago. Oops. Uh-oh. Did I screw that up? I think I did.
I
Okay,
like that red building. That makes a thing.
thank you. And then this was in a parking lot, and that's a boat that's on wheels.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
I like
Does
that.
everybody see that? My husband looked at it and said, "What is that?" Like, oh,
Well, you
so
don't
this is
normally
a-
see a boat with wheels in a parking lot or a park.
right.
It's actually probably on a trailer.
It's on some kind of something. Do you call it a
Yeah.
trailer? There's a
Yeah.
piece of metal. Okay.
Bob and I,
yeah, I think.
oh, yeah.
And that's an outboard motor probably.
Yes, exactly. Hanging. So does everybody see my cursor when I do that?
Yes. I
Yes.
do.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's helpful.
I like the
All
leaves.
right. Oh, thanks, Kim. Yeah, it's all my teachers' voices in my head. I made these these leaves disembodied, and I know someone in my fundamentals class. I'm just going to name drop Al Gold. Does anybody know Al Gold? Not okay.
Mm.
He taught at the University of the Arts for a long, long time. He taught fundamentals. He was in the service and he was in the WPA.
Oh,
Is
neat.
that what WPA, is that what they call it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I could hear him say, you need to put a branch there to connect. I don't know. It might just be my own imagination saying that. But you see, you can see it here
Yes.
in the little
yes.
thumbnail.
Yeah.
And then this, I wanted to make an escape route. It's always important with chaos to have the viewer escape. All right, that's it. Thank you, everybody.
Very nice, Susan.
Thank you.
Very
I'm
nice.
gonna-
Susan, I have a question about the escape route. Is that where the sky goes up?
Right, I'm going to show you. Can you see the cursor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The escape route.
So does that give you a place to breathe? Is that what it does?
I hope so. And to let the birds fly through.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing.
All right.
There we go. Thank you.
The ones you did today the boat one, how long ago was that? Was that today or,
2 weeks ago?
okay,
Yeah, I didn't share last week, so it was that week,
okay.
week before.
The ones you did today were excellent, excellent.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, I love the clouds.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get you the
Very nice.
constable tonight, okay, Susan? I
I
know where it is on my phone. I just have to figure out how to send it to you.
Okay, has everybody who has something to shown?
Yep.
Okay, I will go now. I have 2 videos and one okay, so these are the 4 pictures I have, the still pictures. This is one of my weird 1918 German thing.
That Groucho.
Guy, I like the guy in the right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, someone else is the artist. Someone else did that drawing, and I just am copying it.
Is that Groucho Marx?
Yeah. This is a group of teenage girls that I will use later in a video. This is another piece from a German movie magazine, and I'm kind of haunted by that guy.
He is very haunting, very captivating.
Yeah, not your dreamboat exactly.
Well, I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, and and here's something I wanted to talk about. The background. I don't know if you can see my cursor.
Mhm.
It's a very interesting composition of numbers, of numbering machines, and like behind these women, there's also it's a very interesting composition. But then I thought it was too confusing to the eye, so I found these women in an old magazine, and I put them in. But the color, that orange color, really bothers me.
Bothers you, I like it.
I like it, yeah.
It's really nice. I mean,
It
that's
does
what
jump.
that makes the whole thing, in my opinion.
It does.
And it's balanced out nicely by the other oranges. So,
The
All
women
right.
are sort of, I wouldn't say bland, but they're sort of dressed in white things or light things, and then the orange really makes it pop. I think the orange makes it.
I agree.
Okay, thank you. And now I'm going to show, I have a couple videos. Let us hope that I can share with music. All right, do you see that?
No.
Human teenage girls.
Yes, yes, yes. Post-human teenage girls. Ah,
All right, I'm going to show this.
wow, that was brilliant.
Well,
Really, I mean, that's sort of avant-garde.
yeah. All right, and I'm going to show you another one. This is
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's nice, Bob.
That's a good kind of creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
Bob, Andy has these movie nights when movie nights begin. Andy, maybe Bob could string some of his things together because that is so avant-garde and so colorful to
Yeah.
play before the movie, like you
Yeah,
do the
Bob-
cartoons, where the cartoons go, you know, before the movie begins.
Mhm.
Andy,
Yeah. Oh, sure. Oh, well, I mean, we've done that, but
Yeah, Bob Lee's already invited me to put in something for the next
oh, well, there you go.
movie night.
There you go. Someone else
But-
thought of it.
I mean, these have no commercial potential. They're just weird, surrealist things.
I'm not sure.
I enjoy doing them.
I
Well,
think
they might be good for the opening credits of a series.
Well, I'm thinking like Germany, Berlin. I'm thinking there have to be some nightclubs there where they would really, really like that stuff. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's something about Berlin, Germany, that strikes me. That's where I think it'll go.
Yeah.
You just have to get
Yeah,
there.
I'm experimenting. I'm having a good time. Let's see. So we're more or less done with everybody. Let's see. This is a time. Does anybody have any news?
Yeah. I'd just like to announce that our workshop on Thursday morning will begin next Thursday at the Plastic Club. Our workshop is the Still Life Open Studio Workshop, 9:45 to 12:45. So it officially opens next Thursday, the 17th.
Yes.
Good.
And by next Thursday, you mean 2 days from now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
This Thursday, that's right, you're right.
So the city is open, is it?
Well, our workshop is, I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah, I have not gotten a listing of who all is open, but
Oh,
they're moving toward it. Ted, what is the vaccine policy, or what is the COVID policy?
Well,
At your workshop.
they're supposed to release that information to us all shortly. But I think what they're saying is, if you've had both shots and you choose not to wear your mask, fine. If you haven't, you must wear your mask.
how about if you've had the shots and you still want to wear your mask?
Well, that's fine too. It's up to you. And we'll still keep the 6-foot distance. Because we have a small group. We don't have a big group like the figure class and stuff.
Well, you
No
know, they're
problem.
really pushing this Delta variant thing on the news tonight.
Yeah, they
You know,
were
the
talking.
variant from India that is 60% more transmissible and it has a worse outcome, and that's really frightening.
Very much.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had both my shots, but I might wear a mask. I don't know.
I just think, you know, because there's other viruses anyway. I mean, that's my new policy anyway, you know, I mean,
Gotta be safe.
press, so I'm going to be doing that from now on.
Well, probably what I'll do is we'll meet with the group and we'll make a group decision on that too. You know, if everybody feels more comfortable with the masks on, then we'll all wear masks. That's all.
Oh, no, everyone doesn't have to. Just the people that want to. I mean, unless you're not vaccinated.
Mhm.
You know, a group decision. I'll abide by it.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else have any announcement or news?
I
There's
guess I do.
some. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say I'm taking 2 Barnes classes online this month, and I'm really, really enjoying them. So I'm putting them. Just check on their schedule and take a Barnes class. It's so worth it.
Really? Okay. I think it was announced before. I can't remember by who, and maybe by Anders or someone. I'll look. I'll look and see what they have.
Yeah, Don Brewer really loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bob Bonet is a big fan of that.
Okay, I'm
I
looking-
used to take the Demesia classes.
Mhm.
Demesia was the first education director, well, after John Dewey at the Barnes. That was years ago. But I took one Soutine class online last month, and this month I'm taking another Soutine class and Japanese influence on Impressionism.
Mm.
And I'm really taking that to help me with the nude portrait I'm doing. But I didn't realize how much I'd enjoy them. I just love these classes.
Are they interactive then? Are they interactive or is it more like a lecture?
Yes, we have an hour and a half of lecture and then there's a half hour of discussion, but it always runs over. And the professors I have, at least, are so knowledgeable. They're just great. And you can pay for it. It's about $200, a little less if you're a member, a little more if you're not. Or you can do it on scholarship. And I don't think it's hard to get scholarship.
I think Don Brewer got one, yeah.
Yeah, he got scholarship in all his classes, and I don't think it's hard.
Mm.
So look into their schedule. They have some really fascinating stuff coming up for the rest of the summer. I'll probably take at least one class both months.
That's wonderful, Tracy.
Yeah.
It really is. Check it out.
I will. I will.
Doris, I'm sorry we muted you. I think that there was something where there was cloth rubbing against your microphone and it was creating noise, but we had no desire to silence you.
No.
But I think it improved the sound.
Maybe it's the fan.
Yeah, there it is.
It's your
the fan.
fan. It's your
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
Interesting that it's warm down there when it's so chilly up here.
That doesn't bother me as much as that hum we had last week. Horrible hum for the whole evening. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's not there tonight, so it must be someone else.
I think it was me that ding, ding, ding.
This was a hum, like I don't know. I couldn't even describe it.
All right.
But it's not on tonight, so.
All right. Well, shall we bid adieu?
Thank you, Bob.
Till
Thank
next
you,
time.
Bob.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye
Bob.
all. Bye all.
Auf Wiedersehen. Good night.
Thank